You're about to buy barbecue meat that looks fresh, smells fine under the store lights, and still ruins your cookout. This isn't about paying more, it's about chains that play fast and loose with cold temps, date stickers, and rework bins. Stay with me. We're naming 6 stores where insiders describe thawed wings dripping in cases, beef freshened with new sell-by dates, and vacuum-sealed marinades that hide gray meat. I'll show you the red flags, pooling juices, bulging packs, rubbery texture, so you keep your grill hot and your guests safe. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. You see that family pack of chicken at a rock-bottom price, shining under bright lights with a friendly label.
And it's tough to work with if you're not using it to make a delicious smoked.
It's been said they've created the perfect disc.
Oh my God.
In 2008, he took over the restaurant from his father, Edgar Black Jr.
We used to barbecue all the part. Fat is not going to do you much good, so we don't want to cut it all off down to the red meat because we got to protect the brisket.
Looks like a steal. The truth is, dollar format stores are built for chips, detergent, and canned beans. Meat is a side gig. The cold chain, the path that keeps food cold from truck to shelf, often limps along, and when it slips, your grill pays. Let's start with the gap. These small footprint stores run lean. Limited cooler space. Small compressors. Short staffs that juggle stocking and checkout. Meat needs steady cold and quick turnaround. Budget chains are set up for shelf-stable stuff where time and temperature do not matter. So meat ends up squeezed into cases that were never meant to work like a full deli. Former staff and shoppers point to the same hits. Coolers fail and nobody catches it until the shift change. Freezers get overstuffed so air cannot move, and boxes block vents. You get thawed wings dripping into the case bottom, pooling under other bags. Low prices meet low oversight.
I've had beef ribs. I've had all different smatterings of delicious.
Thanks to their legendary smoked beef brisket. That's our main course today. But first, I want to whet my appetite that built its reputation on top quality smoked brisket. That's exactly what Calvin and I came here for. Usually gravitate to the point cut for a juicier slice.
And once the temperature drifts, it does not take long for problems to bloom. Think of a weak cooler on a hot afternoon like driving on bald tires. It rolls fine right up until it doesn't. Then the failure is sudden and ugly. Meat sits in lukewarm air, edges go soft, and the clock moves fast in the wrong direction. Here is why the clock matters. Meat has a danger zone between 40 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. In that window, bacteria multiply fast. Not tomorrow. Now. Even short lapses can stack up through the day. Truck unload, a clogged vent, a door propped open, a slow restock. Each small slip adds minutes in the zone, and the growth adds up, even if the pack feels cool when you pick it up. Off-brand suppliers and repacks add another layer. When stores rewrap a tray, it can look fresh on the sticker line but lose that tight, springy texture. You press the chicken, and it pushes back like a rubber band. That gamey whiff? It is the nose of time. Marinades and sauces can hide color shifts, but they do not reset the meat's clock.
The brisket is a really special cut of meat. It's not known as the most expensive, most fancy piece of meat on a piece of cattle.
One of the primary distinctions of Central.
There's good fat and bad fat on a brisket. It's hard.
But when you talk about Texas brisket, you talk about the full brisket.
This is actually not.
There are also reports of date refreshing and mixed rework, where older product gets relabeled or blended with newer stock to stretch shelf life. That practice masks age rather than fixing handling. You get a sell-by date that reads clean, but the meat has already had a rough week in the case. The label smiles while the proteins break down. Overloaded freezers create a different trap. When you jam boxes to the ceiling, cold air does not flow. Some items freeze hard. Others sit half-thawed. That is how you end up with ice clumps and frostburn on the outside while the inside softened and refroze. Texture turns stringy. Water purges out on the grill, and your deal eats like a wet sponge. So here is the payoff you care about. You can do quick checks in seconds and dodge the worst of it. Feel for solid cold packs, not just cool, but firm all the way through. Slide the tray a bit. If liquid pools under the film, or the film feels tacky instead of taut, leave it. Skip any vacuum pack that bulges like a pillow, that can signal gas from bacterial activity. Scan for frostburn and chunky ice, classic Thaw-Refreeze flags. And yes, your nose works.
Barbecue. But the one thing that's been missing from my diet is brisket.
Ken's first experience with this family business was selling snow cones at the age of 6.
So what I'm going to do is cut some of this lean in off.
Fatty end of the brisket is also known as the point cut, while the leaner end is the flat cut, with a brisket sausage made from the very same top-notch beef brisket.
A sour or sweet-sour note means walk away. If this sounds fussy, it saves your cookout. Your grill can sear, but it cannot undo time in the danger zone. Buy the coldest pack in the case. Grab from the back if you must. Keep a small insulated tote in your trunk, toss a freezer pack in it, and get meat home first before you browse for napkins and charcoal. If a store fights its cold chain, you end up fighting your own stomach. Now let's move on to bigger chains and those polished, premium aisles where the problems do not drip in plain sight, they hide behind presentation and a higher price tag. The lowest price is not a win if you buy risk.
Juiciest,
I feel like I'm at a magic show.
most delicious brisket on the planet.
Tall enough. A lot of this is going to burn up in our 14-hour cooking process.
Over time, it transformed into a must-visit destination for barbecue lovers.
So I can have a taller brisket on this side. We're not going to throw this meat away, but we're going to cut maybe 2/3 of that hard fat off of there.
Pitmaster.
Your grill cannot fix a broken cold chain or a refreshed sticker. Heat hides flaws, but it does not erase them. You end up paying with texture, flavor, and a queasy night. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who hunts for deals, then shop with your senses and your thermometer. Feel for firm cold packs. Read the seal. Trust your nose. Want the next layer? We will test store meat with a probe and show you which counters actually run cold. You might want to change where you buy.